So talking about reinforcing a behavior, and maybe you have a student who you're like, okay, well, I know I need to reinforce what I want to see, but I'm not even seeing any of what I want to see yet. So you want to teach that to them. That's the replacement behavior, is that you will teach them what is appropriate and what the replacement behavior is going to be and reinforce that. So, for example, we've all maybe known a student who likes to run out of the room. And I've had students who like to run out of the room. Some teachers call them runners. I don't. I call them kids who like to run out of the room because that's what they are. Runners are in the Olympics and in track. Those are runners. So my kids who run out of the room, the replacement behavior, you might be thinking, well, the replacement is staying in the room. Okay, well, how is, that's not going to fill their function of running out of the room. So you think about the function. What is the function? Okay, if you are chasing this child who is running out of the room, they might be loving that. They're getting a lot of attention for it. So the first thing I do is everybody knows I don't chase. I'm not going to chase. These kids are not fun to catch anyway. So if there's not a big safety concern, eventually somebody's going to stop that child and we're going to go back. And that's when I'm going to teach the replacement behavior, which is not, you need to sit here because you ran out of the room and this is going to punish you. It just won't work. So the replacement behavior that I use that is effective is that I teach them to ask. If the child is nonverbal, I have a sign that shows, I want to take a walk, and they can just stop at that sign and point, this is what I'm doing. And then I say, great, thank you for telling me you just have to take a teacher. You can go for a run, but we're both going to run because that's what we're going to do. And then I go out with them. So I bring the child back and say, here's what you do. You want to go for a walk? You want to go for a run? Let's go. And then when they start, then the next time I see them edging to the door, I say, are you going for a walk? Remember, take a teacher, point to this, take a teacher, and then we go. And I drop everything I'm doing because I want to reinforce that that the kid will get that need met if he just asks, or he or she. So, because they're going to leave anyway, and that's going to interrupt my day a lot more than having a kid who can say, I'm done here, I want to leave, and say, okay, I'm going with you. So once they start doing that, just drop everything, reinforce that. Then you establish that they can communicate, that they want to take a walk or a run, and then that's when you have established that kind of communication and that kind of understanding and that kind of trust with them, that you can start saying, just a minute, wait for me, and make them wait just a few seconds, and then you increase that time, and then you lead into saying, as soon as we're done, come and finish this first and we will go. And all of my kids, I've literally been able to leave my door wide open, and that's going from basically putting like a bookshelf, near the door that they're going to have to go around, so that then the closed door, and so that I can catch them before they leave and gives me a head start, to mid-year, my door's wide open and nobody's leaving. So that's the magic of teaching a replacement behavior that actually will address the function of the behavior, not relying on punishing it, but teaching something that will replace it, that you can live with, and that will actually give them a skill that they can take with them in communication or self-management.